Hey guys, it's Tammy here. I know it's been a while since I did a motivational minute, but I wanted to come back and do a video for you guys. And I just had some things on my mind, so I thought, why not turn on the computer? So I would say for this video is going to be a little bit different, first of all, because I just kind of felt the need to just kind of be real, just to I don't know. I've been going through some things, lately, and I can't complain and say like, oh, oh my God, my life is so bad or anything like that. No, definitely not. I am definitely blessed. And, but one thing that I've noticed, and this is just my journey, you tell me if you notice the same thing in your own journey, but a lot of times when there's always going to be ups and downs, right? And I noticed that a lot of times when you have really, really, really big ups, you also have really, really, really big downs as well. And so sometimes, that happens. And for the last couple of months, man, I've been like crazy busy, just busy, 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 traveling like every weekend and just trying to do things because I really want to be called to do my purpose, what I feel that I was sent here to do, what I was sent here to help the world to do. But one thing that I noticed lately was that as I was starting or trying to work in my purpose or trying to do amazing things, the things just almost like I couldn't think, I couldn't think, I couldn't write, I couldn't do anything. And it was because I had a lot of pain in my heart that I hadn't dealt with, sometimes in our lives, we're all going to go through things, but sometimes it can be the small things that really take us out, and for me it was some hurts with friendships. And I know we've all been there, right, where we had a friend who we thought was really a great friend, and then for whatever reason they hurt us, right? And sometimes I'm telling you, man, that thing can hurt hard. And I went through some things like that this summer where I had some really deep emotional hurts, and I was trying to push past it, but at the end of the day, I had to sit down and deal with it because the resentment that I was feeling in my heart was keeping me from actually doing what it is that I was supposed to be doing. And so there were definitely some days where I just felt like I didn't even want to get out of bed, just because it literally hurt so much. And it'd been a while since I really experienced something like that. I think the last time I experienced that kind of pain was when my parents got divorced, that feeling of like, I can't even get out of bed, but that's how deeply it hurt. And I realized that in order for me to move on, I was going to have to take some time to heal my heart. I had to stop and I had to get honest and real about what it was that I was feeling, what it was that I was experiencing, and just being real about it and not being ashamed to say that I didn't feel strong enough to pull myself out of it, or I didn't feel strong enough to get myself through it, and it can be tough when your job or your purpose, is to motivate the world, and then you feel like, how can I motivate other people and I don't even believe I can motivate myself right now. I've definitely had some days like that, even recently, And so I don't even know why I'm telling y'all all this, but I just felt the need to, to be real, we all go through hard times. We all go through hard times when it comes to trying to promote our success. And when we go through those hard times, the key is we got to keep picking ourselves back up, and not in like a you got to do it, push past your fears and push past and because that energy, after a while, that energy will take over your life, where you'll literally be an empty cup. That's how I felt recently, like an empty cup. Like people were asking me for help. I had people, contact me and they're like, oh, I want to coach, that kind of thing. And I couldn't even, really set a date or put things into motion because I felt like my cup is empty. So how on earth can I give to somebody else? And so anyway, I took some time to refill my cup, if you will. And I needed it. So that's why, if you guys haven't seen me or I've been kind of out of the loop, that's where I've been healing my heart, because if you don't heal your heart, you can never live in your purpose. You can't walk the path that's in front of you, because anything that you've been called to do, that you feel like especially if you feel like you've been called by God to do it, you can't do it alone, number one. And it's going to take everything in you to make that thing happen. And so if you're not I wasn't dealing with the resentment in my heart. And that was the first thing I had to realize, or not realize because I knew it was there. I had to admit that I felt resentful. I had to admit that I felt sad. I had to admit that I felt hurt. I had to admit that I felt ashamed that I felt sad and hurt, because I felt like, I'm grown. This shouldn't bother me. This shouldn't have hurt me that deeply, but it did. It did, And a lot of times we're taught, never show weakness, never let them see you sweat, and never, I think I heard that on a TV show the other day where somebody was talking about that. Like, they were taught never, let people see the real side of you. And so that's part of the reason why I want to do these videos, because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep it real. And this is what I've been through. And so I don't know if it can help any of you out there. I don't know if any of you have been gone through something where maybe you've been hurt by somebody close to you, or you've been hurt by an experience. Like, you put everything that you had into something and it didn't work out, or you lost. You feel like a failure, or you feel like, why am I even doing this? If you're feeling those feelings, I'm telling you, everybody does. And I just want it to be real and say, hey, listen, even with the stuff that I do, I feel the same way. And the key is awareness, admitting what it is that you're feeling, and realizing that, you know what, it's not going to always be this way, because that is the lie that your mind tells you. Your mind tells you that you're going to always feel this way. It's never going to feel any better, and you're never going to be able to get yourself out of this. And the truth is that you can. If you got yourself into it, you can get yourself out of it, And just like people hurt you, the only way people can truly hurt you is if at some point they really, really loved you. And that's the reason why you feel so hurt by them, is because you love them. That's the only way. And so instead of trying to avoid the hurt, you got to walk through it. You got to meet it face on. You got to say, this is what I'm going through, and I'm going to get myself to the next level. And I'm a work in progress. So I'm feeling better now. And I've been working on some things. So I got some great things coming up for you guys. But I did want to be honest with, this is where I've been, and this is how I've been feeling. And I'm glad that I took some time to work on myself. And so I want to ask you today, if there's somebody that you need to talk to, or if there's something that you have resentment about, what are you going to do? Are you going to let that hold you away from your success, or are you going to push through and heal your heart? Because a lot of times the reason why we can't be where it is that we want to be is because we haven't healed our hearts yet. We haven't healed our hearts. So today's the day. All right. I know that wasn't as motivational as you probably want it, but hopefully it helped you, and hopefully you can relate. And as we move forward, I'd love to hear about your stories and what it is that you're going through as you're trying this thing that we call success. All right, I'll see you next time.